Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my bestie here.
Hey.
We are gonna do something really fun today. I'm going to do her makeup. We're both makeup junkies. I don't have her shade though, her shade foundation, but we're gonna work it out.
We'll figure something out.
So I've never done anybody else's makeup in my whole entire life, so it's a first for me. I think it's a first for her getting her makeup done, so
yes, it is.
we just gonna wing it today. We're gonna have some fun in this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check out my social media links. They're linked here on the page as well as down in the description bar. And I will link her Instagram down below as well if you guys want to go follow her. And yeah, let's get started with the video. So my friend here, her name is Lacey. She has, what kind of skin do you have? Go over like what type of skin you have.
I have oily skin, acne prone skin, large pores, a lot of redness.
Same. I kind of have like the same type of skin tone as her, or like skin problems as her. I'm gonna have her moisturize her face. I always use the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm. It is my favorite from the drugstore. It is a little bit pricey, but it's just what works for me. So I think the primer that I want to use on her, I'm trying to think what I have for oily skin. I don't have a lot. I usually just use the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which is just what I'm going to use today because it's just what I use every day. And I'm going to put this all over her face. Typically I would put it like in your T-zone area or like your more pore areas, but I'm just going to put it like all over her face. Have you used this before, right?
No.
You've never bought this?
I've never used this. I hear it's really good.
It is. It's like a balm, like a putty balm, and it just leaves your skin really like soft and it like blurs out your pores. I'm just gonna put this all over her face. Typically you could just put it where you have pores, but I just put it all over my face for the heck of it. It is really pricey, so if you guys do pick it up, I would say to get the mini they just dropped. They have like a $20 mini one, which is really, really cheap compared to this. I think this was like 50 bucks or something, which is like way overpriced, but it does work for sure. So for foundation, I don't know.
For foundation, girl, I don't know what we gonna do.
I don't know what we're gonna do either. I think for oily skin, what I have here in my collection, I have like the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is pretty good. The NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is really nice.
That ain't gonna match.
But it's not gonna match, yeah. Our skin tones are obviously very different.
Yes.
I have like a neutral pink undertone. She has more like a red undertone, so we're just gonna have to figure it out. We'll just use this. This is the CoverGirl True Blend. This is a matte foundation. I've used this only a few times. I think I've only used it like once on my channel, and it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't really like go for this type of foundation. I feel like it's more matte than I would like. I like a natural finish, really.
Yeah.
Or like a radiant, but
well, I'm all about that matte finish.
This, yeah, no, I don't blame you. This is in the shade L10 Fair Porcelain, so this might not match her, but if your foundation doesn't match you, you can just like put bronzer and contour on your face to make it like
plus
even out.
I'm tan right now. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna go in. I'm just gonna like pounce this in on her skin on all these different areas. I don't know how many pumps I need, so I just went in with 2 on the Beauty Blender. We are just going to pounce this right into the skin. Is it weird getting your makeup done?
A little bit. I feel luxurious.
It's weird for me. Like, I've never done anybody's makeup.
Me either.
So I think I'm gonna have to go in with some more of this because I don't really... Your skin's pretty sunburnt right now.
Yes.
So, because she was just at the beach, so her skin is super sunburnt, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll probably have to go in with more and like a more heavy concealer. And her eyebrows, don't mind her eyebrows. They're really red because we got them waxed today. We went to the nail salon today, so we can clean that up with some like eyeshadow primer. Add some more in. So you can see like obviously 1 to 2 pumps isn't enough, so we're gonna like do some more. Yeah, I can't remember why I don't like this foundation. I think it settles into fine lines. I think that's why I don't wear it that often. But it is matte. It is a good matte foundation. If you have severely oily skin, it might really work for you. And it's drugstore, so it's like cheap, which is great. Anything from the drugstore, I feel like they're getting so much better with their products.
It doesn't feel heavy at all.
No?
Mm-mm.
That's good.
Usually matte foundations.
Yeah, sometimes they can feel like really cakey, which I hate as well. So I want you to like blend it over your nose because you have a nose ring in and I really don't want to like rip your nose ring out. I feel like it's not blending very well, but I also did like wash my Beauty Blender in like a different type of soap than I normally do, but it could also just be this foundation. I've had it for quite some time and honestly, I rarely ever use it. Overall, it is a good foundation. It does what it says. It says it's transfer resistant. I don't really think any foundation is transfer resistant in my opinion because you know, every time you go and hug somebody, like it's gonna get on their clothes. Like it's just a thing. Unless you have like some type of setting spray on, but.
I am looking ghostly right now.
She's looking a little pale. She's looking a little pale, but we're just gonna add some extra like bronzer to her skin to give some color back to her and hope that it works out. We're gonna have to blend that down your neck, I feel.
I look great.
Do you want me to blend it down your neck or no?
No.
Yeah, hopefully with concealer we can just like fix this issue.
This is what happens when you have pale friends.
Yeah, when you're like Casper the Ghost like me. I would say we could use the Makeup Revolution. This is like a neutral tone.
Whatever you say, bitch.
So we're gonna use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is in the shade C2, which I know is pretty light, but it's kind of more dark than some of my other concealers. I don't usually use this under my eyes, but I started to recently and I kind of don't mind it. I'm gonna put this like right under her eyes. We're gonna cover up these dark circles today.
All this overtime.
Oh,
girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My friend Lacey has to work mad overtime all the time and they don't even ever give her a break, so.
Gotta cover them dark circles.
We gotta make her look more awake since she's always tired. I wouldn't say the concealer is full coverage. I would say it's probably like a medium, but it is buildable and it blends really, really nice on the skin. Like it's pretty well already blended out and you barely have to spend time blending it. You are looking so pale.
I know.
So now we're gonna go in with some setting powder. We're just gonna use the Laura Mercier in the shade Translucent. This is a really good setting powder. I think that it really like blurs out your pores and smooths out your face. You don't have to use a setting powder, or you can just put it in the areas where you put concealer, but I tend to, for myself, I like to put it all over my face because my face will crease like there's no tomorrow. Do you like to bake with your powder or no? Do you know, like, I don't know if you bake with it or...
I used to bake all the time. I don't anymore.
What's your favorite kind of like eye look? Like, tell them about like what kind of makeup you're into.
Well, I used to do a full beat face every single day of my life, but
Same.
now that my acne has kind of cleared up a little bit more, I like to do more like neutral makeup, like tinted moisturizers, mascara.
That's what I've been into recently, like a more natural face with
light
like
brows.
mascara. Yeah. I don't know why, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like when you're using setting powder, you constantly have to like...
I hate that. And every time I do that, it goes everywhere. It makes a mess.
Yeah, it does. It gets all over my desk, all over my shirt. This is why I can't wear like nice clothes when I do my makeup.
You can't wear a black shirt.
Yeah, because you're gonna like walk out of the house and you're gonna look retarded. And then I'm gonna put some on your chin. Do you usually put setting powder just on the parts you conceal, or do you normally put it all over your face?
I just put it on the parts I conceal. Basically the parts that I know I'm gonna get oily.
And is that your whole face or just your T-zone?
T-zone.
My face is looking powdered, so.
It's looking light.
It's looking light, it's looking hella powdered. I just dumped powder all over myself, as I mentioned would probably happen. I think bronzer will make her look a little bit less pale because it's gonna add some color to her face. So this is really light. This might not show up on you.
Girl.
We were gonna go in with this. This is my all-time favorite. I use it all the time, but it is a little bit light. I don't think it will show up on her. So we're gonna go on with the Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in the shade Sunset Striptease. This is a part of their new collection that just released, what, it was like a couple months ago, wasn't it?
I think so.
With their like new highlighters and everything.
Wet n Wild has been stepping their game up.
They have actually, like they're doing like so good in the makeup world. And they're cheap too, which is even greater. Yeah. I feel like I cannot see this on your face. Can you see it? I like can't see it.
All right. Try this one.
So this is like not coming up on her skin tone. Maybe it's just me, but we're gonna try something else. We're gonna go with the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 200, which is also like one of my favorites as well. Do you normally apply bronzer to your face?
No.
You're not a bronzer type of girl? You know, it's not for everybody. It's really not. Like, trying to find like the right area to put it is hard sometimes, at least for me. Like, I have one side of my face that's like, I have like a good, like, on this side, a cheek line, but on the other side, I don't. So it's like, I feel you, it is like super hard to put bronzer on and like find your cheekbones because not everybody has cheekbones. So she doesn't have a big forehead, but typically like you can put bronzer and contour on your forehead to make it look smaller. You can put it under your chin here, like if you have a double chin, you can put it on your jawline. I'm just going to keep it on the sides of her face and just define her face a little bit more. And the brush I'm using, this is a Morphe M530. I really like using this for contouring and bronzing. It's just like a little dome brush and it fits right into the cheekbone cheekbones really nicely. And also I feel like when you have so much like lighting, I feel like you can look a little bit washed out. So
I was just gonna say maybe that's why I look so washed out.
Yeah, like the beauty lights can wash you out and make it look like you might not be able to see the makeup sometimes. I know that happens for me when I put on blush, but she does have bronzer on. You could see like on both of her sides of her face, you can see she does have some bronzer on. Do you like want more bronzer, or like do you want me, like some people like to put it down here. I don't do that for myself, but
I don't know, girl. It's you do you. I mean, I think it looks good.
Yeah. So now normally I would go in with some blush. So what I've been really liking for blush, I got this in my BoxyCharm, which I mentioned on like 2 videos ago. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow, and we have 2 blushes.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I can't find it in stores though. I think you can only get it through BoxyCharm. But you have 2 blushes on the top, 2 highlighters in the middle, and then you have 2 bronzers at the bottom. But this one right here, I thought it was a bronzer. I think it still is, but it has shimmer in it, so I'm not going to use that. But I'm just going to go in with, do you want like a pink blush or like an orange corally blush?
I usually go for a coral orange. Yeah.
Okay, so never mind, guys. We're gonna go in with this blush. I also got this in my BoxyCharm. This is from Note. I've never heard of that cosmetic brand, but it is like a corally orange shade. It's so pretty. I've used it a couple times on my channel. And I just like to apply my blush with a Wet n Wild contour brush. You don't really have to use a blush brush if you don't feel like it. And these are like $3. So this is what I like to use. And I'm just gonna put this right on her cheekbones. I'm just gonna start out with a light amount because sometimes with blush, you can be looking like a clown sometimes.
Yes, that adds up really quick.
So I'm just going to do a few light little strokes on her face because I don't want it to be like overpowering. I know for me, with having like such fair skin, like putting blush on my face, I don't even need to dip in once. Like I need to dip in like half because like my color just picks up so much pigment that I have to go sometimes in like back in with my beauty blender to like dim it down a little bit.
I look so washed out.
You do look washed out. Do you want me to put some contour on your forehead?
Yeah, but like I can't get over the way that my brows look.
Yeah, like look how red her brows are, guys.
And I think they put baby oil like on my brows after they were finished. Are they supposed to do that?
I think typically they put aloe vera.
It was
right?
literal baby oil. I smelled the baby oil.
I mean, that can help, I guess, but I wouldn't want oil on my skin, especially if you have oily skin. Like you don't.
Right. Probably wake up with a zit tomorrow.
Yo, have you guys ever had a zit in your eyebrow? It's the most painful thing ever. And it's just like
zits in your nose.
Zits in your nose are just as painful as zits in your eyebrow. Like that just sucks. So did you want more blush on, or see, I don't like to overdo it, so I start out really light.
Maybe a little bit more,
because this for me is like dark on my skin, you know.
Right.
Let me go in with the beauty blender real quick. I'm just gonna like dim it down a little bit just because sometimes it can look like really harsh on the skin. So now we're gonna go in with some highlighter. So I'm gonna let her pick out. I have so many highlighters, y'all. Okay, you wanna go with ColourPop?
Yes.
Do you have this one?
No, you always rave about that, and that's why I picked it up.
Yes. Okay, so this is Flexitarian from ColourPop. If you guys don't know what it is, you need to. It's like a cream highlighter, but it's so blinding that, I mean, you're kidding. So I like to apply this with like a really dense brush. Sometimes I use my finger, but today I'm just going to use a really dense brush. This is a Sephora brush that I got in like a 3-pack. It's a super dense dome brush, and I'm just going to apply this on the high points of her face. And it is a cream, so sometimes like you do want to set it with a powder. I don't, but they do say you should set it with a powder. It's like I can't really see it on your face right now, but I think it's just the angle that I'm like sitting at.
I can see it.
Yeah, so you see how blinding that is?
Yes.
So you guys can see on her temple right now in the monitor, if you turn your head this way, you can see right on the temple there how blinding that it is. Yes. Oh
yes, bitch.
So I'm gonna put a little bit up here. I like to put it above my brows. I don't think I have a brow shade for her. I do have like an Anastasia dip brow. However, I've never filled in brows with a dip. So I'm just gonna have to use a pencil. I'm gonna use like...
Sis, we in trouble.
I'm gonna use like a ColourPop pencil and pray that I don't mess up her brows, so pray for that. But I do like to put a little bit of highlighter above the arch of the brow. That's just like what I'm digging. And I like to put some like right on the nose. I feel like sometimes if you apply it with your finger though, it can like remove some of your makeup underneath. So I've had that happen to me before, so sometimes that's why like I'll use a brush. We're gonna go in with brows. So I have this like ColourPop Brow Boss pencil here, and I just feel like it's a little bit too dark for me. I still use it, but because like I paid for it. But
it might work for me then if it's too dark for you.
I mean, it's dark.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably gonna work for you. Now, do you want to fill in your own brows, or do you want me to do it? Like, do you feel more comfortable doing it since I've never...
I trust you.
I'm gonna
True friendship.
I'm gonna try to fill in her brows, you guys. If it looks terrible, I sincerely apologize. Like, I'm bad at filling in my own brows, let alone somebody else's, but we're gonna try it. So what I like to do is I like to start under the brow, and then I do like little strokes up in the brow, and then what I do is I'll go in on the top of the brow, and then I'll define that arch a little bit. I just fucked up on the side. Hold on. I had to remove that. Like, I like went too far.
I feel like such a queen right now.
You have really nice brows, actually.
Thanks.
Like, look at your brow. That's like filled in, right?
Yes.
That looks good. Like, her brow looks good, I feel. And I mean, I'm not like trying to brag. I don't think I'm good at filling in brows at all, but she has like naturally nice shaped brows. So I feel like that looks good. Maybe it's just me. I think it looks good. So I'm gonna do the other one. I'm gonna stand up for this since it's like hard for me to like do things while I'm sitting sometimes. So again, I'm gonna start under her eyebrow. And I'm just gonna like draw a line underneath. I know you guys can't really see, but we're gonna draw a line underneath. And then I like to start and go like up in the brow hairs just to like get all the sparse areas and then fill them in. For filling in your brows, like, do you want a clear brow gel or do you want like a colored brow gel? I'm not done with that brow yet.
I usually do a clear.
Yeah, so do I. I find that like with doing brow gels that aren't clear, I feel like sometimes they get messy and they like get all over your skin.
Right.
Which just really sucks, and then you have to like clean it up and then you ruin your makeup and it's
redo
like,
your foundation and everything.
it's like not even worth it to me.
Please don't fall off that chair.
I know, I'm like I'm like trying to be so still, I'm sweating. Okay, how does that brow look?
Really good.
Looks good, right?
Yes.
So we got that brow done. I'm gonna go in with like the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This is like legit the best thing for your brows. It's like hair gel for your brows. If you guys don't know, I did put a video up like way back on my channel about like different makeup tips and stuff, where if you don't have brow gel for your eyebrows, you can use hairspray, you can use hair gel to set your eyebrows. But I like using the brow setter. I think it's fantastic. So I'm just going to brush her brow hairs up and set them in place. This is just gonna keep them from moving all day. So we got her brows done. I hope they look even.
They look good. They look good to me.
Good, I hope so.
Shit.
So now we're gonna do an eyeshadow look. She said she wanted color, so we're gonna play with a little bit of color today.
I want something wild.
She wants something wild, so
Let's gonna go James Charles palette.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in James Charles palette. I know there's like beef with him and his palette. I don't care. Like, this palette's great.
I think it's a really pretty palette.
I'm always gonna use it. I'm
So
always
pretty.
like digging in it. So this is what we're gonna use today for her eyeshadow. So like, do you have a color in mind that you want? Like, do you want pink? Do you want purple? Do you want blue? Do you have a clue?
No.
So
I'm digging that, like,
the hot pink?
Hot pink, though. I'm really digging the hot pink.
Okay, so we can certainly go in with some pink. So I think what I'm gonna do is
Primer.
yeah, oh yeah.
Ooh, girl, we almost forgot the primer.
We did almost forget the primer. So for primer, I have the P. Louise base. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I know I say that in every video, but like, I honestly don't know.
I've never used that. I use the MAC Painterly paint pot.
You know, I kind of miss my MAC Painterly paint pot, honestly, but I just think this is like really hard to blend, and it's just, why does it have to be that hard to blend, in my opinion? I can't remember what brush I normally use to put this on, but I have this like Avon Ancient 1999 brush or something, so I'm just gonna use that because I don't remember what brush I normally use for this. But you really only need a little bit, so I'm going to apply this. It is a full coverage base. What veins, what redness, what lines.
I need that today.
It is a full coverage base. Now, I don't like applying this with a brush. Like, first I'll apply it with a brush, but then like I go in with my finger and I kind of like smooth it out because it is like full coverage.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's full coverage, so. But I feel like applying it with a brush, it's like streaky and I don't like that, so. And it's tacky. It is a very tacky base when you put this on. It doesn't set itself, so it is very sticky. And I think that's why it's so hard to blend, because it's so sticky. So I'm gonna apply some over here to the other eye. You guys don't have to use a primer if you don't want to, but I do think that it helps with making your colors more vibrant, makes them last longer. And if you're like me, I have really oily eyelids.
Same here.
So your girl needs a primer,
Yes.
or my eyeshadow will fall off.
Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna go in with the palette. She said she wants to do like a pink color, so we're definitely gonna go in with some pink. See, it's like hard to blend.
A little bit.
Like, I blended that pretty good in her eyeball, and now she's going in and blending. So you can see, like, it is definitely hard to work with, but I think I'm gonna go in with this light pink shade right here. Sorry guys, my camera cut off. I currently don't have a clean brush, because like, do you know how long it takes to clean all my makeup brushes? I don't have time. So I'm just going to go in with a dirty one, and I'm going to apply that pink that I just showed you in her crease. Now, it's probably not going to come up all that much, but we're still going to try it. Actually, I think I'm going to use a different method today. I think what I'm going to do, and I find what works best for this base, is if you pack it on and then you go in and blend it. I find that that works much better.
So, question.
Yeah.
Are you going to put false lashes on me?
Do you want me to try?
I do, because to be honest, I have never worn false lashes before.
Yeah, they take a while to get used to, for sure.
But I kind of want to see what the hype's about, you know?
Yeah, I can put some on you.
Ooh.
So you guys can see the pink, it shows up barely. Like, it's kind of like a flesh tone pink, if you will, but it still is going to help us in the long run with blending all of our colors in. Some people prefer to like use dark colors first before like blending out with light colors, but I just like to go in with the transition color first, and then I'll go into...
I always like to start light.
Right.
Because I feel like if you start dark and you mess up, then
right, and
you're screwed.
You can always add color for sure. I think what we're gonna do now is going with this color right here. It's this bright pink, and I think I'm going to put that in the crease as well. And these shadows do have like a lot of kickback. Like, if you watch when I tap off the excess, there is a lot of product on. So I'm just gonna like rest my hand on her shoulder and on the back of her neck so I can not ruin her eyes today. You never played with color, have you?
No.
Alright, so my friend Lace here usually she does like neutral. She never really does color.
My favorite palette is probably Modern Renaissance. I go for like the goldish, orange, like deep red, brown colors.
Kind of like the autumn fall colors.
Yeah.
Like, those are her thing. Those are my thing for sure. I think you're gonna like be baffled when you see yourself at the end.
I can't wait.
Like, I love playing with color. So how old do you think you were when you first got into makeup? I was pretty young.
I remember I was in like 6th grade, and I was at the drugstore with my mom, and I literally was begging her.
Yeah.
I was begging her to buy me this little NYX palette. It was NYX, but it only had like 3 shades, and it was 2 pinks and a blue. And I literally remember this so well. Every day in 6th grade, like, I would do half of my eye blue and half of my eye pink. No mascara, no eyeliner, no nothing.
Cotton candy.
No face. Like, it was just blue and pink, like half and half. And that was like from 6th grade to like 8th grade. And then I think once I got into high school and started seeing girls, you know, do makeup and everything, that's when I kind of got into it. Yeah. You actually influenced me a lot.
Did I? I was doing some wild shit at my previous job. We used to work together, and I was always coming in with something wild on my eyelids. Like, I don't know. I started out really like sheltered in makeup, but now I just do whatever. Yeah. And I think that's the beauty of makeup. Like, it's art, you know, like, do you. Like, who cares what other people think? Like, we're all just trying to have fun.
Exactly.
So I think I'm gonna go in with a purple now, and this is like a pinky purple right here.
Like a wine color.
Yeah, it is like a wine color. And I think I'm going to apply this to the outer corner of her eye. So we're just gonna apply this right to, I think I'm gonna do a halo eye today, which is when you put shadow on the outer corner and the inner corner, and you put like a different color in the middle. Those are like my favorite eye colors to do. And when you're blending out the outer corner, you can use circular motions, you can use windshield wiper motions, honestly whatever works for you. I like to blend it up into the crease, and then I'm gonna apply some to her inner corner as well. So this video is gonna be really long, you guys. Even after editing, I can just tell it's gonna be super long. So I hope you guys enjoy the video for sure, because I'm not gonna be able to edit down to like an average video length, like 20 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna be able to edit it down that much. If you guys like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let us know if we should do more videos together.
I think we should do story times.
We have some good story times.
We've been through some shit.
Our friendship hasn't been that long, honestly. We've been friends for only like, what, 3 years? 3 or 4, because we met at our previous job.
I literally, the first time I saw you,
you thought I was a Barbie.
I literally was like, who is this Barbie bitch? Like, I did not like her.
We didn't like each other, no.
I don't even know how we
didn't have beef, but like we just didn't talk. We were just like, we're not friends, but like, hey, bye, you know. But yeah, then one day, I don't even know how our friendship started.
I don't either.
We just got over our bullshit, and we're like, let's be friends.
I think I started realizing, like, I saw you around work, and I saw you around, like, the people. And I was like, wow, you know, this girl's a bitch just like me.
Yeah, like, you know what?
We both totally don't like people, and I think that's why we got along so well.
Yeah, and to clarify, we didn't like the people there. I do like people, it's just, you know, every person has their own types of people they like, and then people that they don't like. But yeah, we, at the time, like, we hated everybody. We were just like, ugh.
And I think that's why we bonded so well.
Yeah, like, we were just sick of life. We were like, man, like, all we do is work.
Job sucks.
Our job sucks, like, so we just, I don't know, we just kind of like, we're like, oh, well, our job can suck, but...
Like, let's be miserable together.
Let's be miserable together, for sure. And it just ended up working out. I don't work with her anymore, sadly, but...
I know.
We're still just as good of friends. We still hang out daily.
Yeah.
So, it did work out for the best. I do have that job to thank for, like, us meeting, because I don't think we would have ever met
probably
like,
not
through that job, honestly. No. So I love that.
I know, love that for us.
Yeah. So the edges look a little blown out. I know it's looking
girl,
a little
the
messy.
fallout.
I know the fallouts. We're gonna fix that.
We won't fix that.
But I think for the lid shade, I kind of want to go with the purple, the bright purple.
Go ahead.
So this is the bright purple in the shade. It's kind of like a duochrome, like it's purple and blue. That was the first shade I ever used out of this palette, and I loved it. So we're gonna use it today.
So we're gonna use it again.
That's right. So I am gonna spray my brush with some Fix Plus, actually, because you don't have to do this, but when it comes to glitter shades and stuff like that, it's just so much easier than dealing with the fallout on your face. I never used this. I bought this months ago and still have not used it.
Did you buy that like the first time we went to the Mac store at Park City?
I think I did. And I've never used it since.
Like the first time, like when it first opened.
Yeah. And see, like you really have to build the product up for it to show up on the eye, but once it shows up, it's like so beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like a duochrome.
I was gonna say, yeah, it has like a duochrome effect.
It's like in the light, it's like purple, and then you turn your head a different way, and it's kind of like blue. It's so pretty. Like, I love it. I love it. I feel like I'm about to hit pan on the shade. Like, I'm pretty deep in there.
Is it like your favorite one?
Yeah, it is. Because, like, purples and blacks are the hardest eyeshadow to make. So it's like, it's hard finding, like, a glittery purple that is, like, formulated correctly and actually looks good on the skin. Let's talk about our job and about the whole makeup policy. Let's talk about that. So, the job we referenced before, you know, we're not going to talk shit on the company. We don't do that here on this channel, but they have an interesting type of policy when it comes to makeup, and we're going to talk about that because, you know, like when women look at makeup, right, we don't wear it for men, we don't wear it to impress anybody, you know, we just wear it to feel confident, look good in ourselves, right?
Exactly.
Well, you can no longer wear makeup.
It's not
you
that
can wear like flesh tone makeup, right?
Neutral, yeah. I remember, do you remember when I would wear the colored lipstick?
Yes.
And I actually got in trouble a few times for wearing colored lipstick. And not anything like wildly colored.
Right,
I mean,
like she's not wearing black or like anything like that.
I'm talking like a dark, like wine red, like a...
Yeah, like a burgundy.
And, you know...
Yeah, so...
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, when I first started working there, I mean, I was wearing, like, rainbow eyes. Like, I did not give a shit. And then, of course, they implemented that policy after I left, which sucks because, like, you know, it's not that us women are trying to be, like, distracting. We're just trying to, like, feel confident with ourselves. And I think it's really messed up that, like, you know, I'm sure this company is not the only one that does it. I'm sure it is a thing in other places.
Which is sad because I feel like if you want to express yourself and you want to wear makeup, wear it. There should be no limitations.
Right, exactly.
There should be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree. Because, like, this would not be acceptable at
at
the job that we're referencing. This would not be acceptable, unfortunately. I'm just going to go back in with that really bright pink that we use, and I'm just going to kind of just go back over the crease again, just to...
For the love of all that is holy, could you please tell your boyfriend to turn the TV down?
Yeah, if you guys can hear the TV through the mic, I am so sorry, but he's just loud.
Her boyfriend's for sale.
There are a few times I have posted that on my Instagram and my Snapchat that he's for sale, so if you want him, ladies, hit me up.
He's good to you, though.
He's so good. I love him so much, but don't get me wrong, he drives me crazy, and we do fight like normal couples, but he is truly one of the best people I've ever met. But right now, the TV is loud, and we're trying to film, so he's up here, he needs to be down here, but I love him so much. So really, the eye look, it's kind of done on top, I feel.
I love it.
We just got to do the lower lashes, mascara, and lashes.
I am like...
We've been filming for almost an hour now.
I am so nervous for these false lashes. Girl.
I have never put false lashes on anybody.
Oh my god,
so
I've never had lash glue on my eyes anywhere on my face.
It's a pain. It's a pain. Like, I'm gonna go back in with the lower lash line, guys. I'm just gonna take that darker pinky purple we use. It's a pain. If you guys are wondering how to get lash glue off, I did put up in one of my videos, and it does say in the title how I remove my lash glue. You guys should check that out. I just take some micellar water that's like waterproof, and I put it on a Q-tip and rub it against my lash line, because sometimes when you wear lashes, no lie, and you have glue on your lashes, when you blink, your eyelashes will like stick to your brow bone. Like, it's a thing. Like, it's a thing. So it's like super important that you remove the lash glue, or you're just gonna have problems. Oh, I'm gonna add a darker purple actually underneath. I think I'm gonna add this color just for like to make it a little bit darker than the top. I'm just gonna use like this dome pencil brush. This is from Luxie. I got this in my BoxyCharm as well.
That's pretty.
Yeah, like it has such cute packaging on it. So I'm gonna like try to keep this closer to the lash line if I can. This is just gonna help her eyes get some more definition. I don't really like, some people keep shadow like super close to the lash line. I blow it out. I don't care how messy it is, because I just feel like the messier it looks, the better it looks. But
especially with a really colored look, I feel like you gotta go all the way.
Right.
All or nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
That's right. I'm like poking her eyeball out by accident. I'm like poking you so bad in the eye.
That's alright.
But honestly, that's just what we're gonna do for like the lower lash line. I never go crazy. I just literally use like what I use on top, and that's it.
I'm really digging
just
this
like
purple.
Yeah, oh, I told you, it is so beautiful. So for the brow bone and the inner corner highlight, I think I'm just gonna go in with this gold shade right here, which you can also use as a highlighter on your face. And just gonna put that color on her brow bone and on her inner corner. This is just gonna help her look more awake and open the eyes a little bit more.
Which I need.
Right, don't we all need that?
I feel like I could sleep for like a year straight and I'd still wake up and be like, oh, I'm tired.
Dude, same.
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, the struggle is seriously real. Like, we are the bus drivers of that struggle bus.
Yes, we are.
She's gleaming. So now we're gonna apply some mascara. The mascara that I've been liking, I have two. Either the NARS Climax or the Kush Milk Makeup.
I love Kush mascara.
It's great, right?
Yes.
The packaging is so heavy on this thing, and it's like, the wand is really big. So if you don't really like the big wands, this might not work for you, but it is so good. So I'm just gonna have you look up. And
do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't want to like make you blind for life. So I'm gonna let her put her mascara on, because if I poke her in the eye, I'll seriously feel so bad. So we're gonna let her do that, and then we're going to apply some lashes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm also terribly nervous because I've never applied lashes on anybody in my whole life.
Are we gonna do a liner?
No.
Ooh.
I usually don't do liner. Like, I'm just like not as into eyeliner as I used to be. I'm into like colored eyeliner, but not on my lash line, actually, like on my lid. I like that, but
should I do lower too?
that will probably transfer, but like I don't know how it works on your lower lash. Like, it transfers for me, but everything transfers for me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for that mascara to dry, and then we'll be right back to put on some lashes. All right, guys, so we are back. So the lashes that I ended up taking are the style Page Boy, which are these lashes right here.
Really pretty.
In this packaging, they're very wispy, very voluminous, and very lengthy. So I'm going to put these on her eyes. I did cut them to what I feel is like how big her eye shape is. So I'm just gonna take some Kiss lash glue and put it on the band.
This is the first time I've ever had any kind of lash glue on my eyeballs.
It takes some getting used to, like, because you'll feel the lashes, but like when you start, if you ever start wearing them more, you don't really feel them anymore. So before you apply any lashes, you need to let the lash glue get a little bit tacky. You can't just put glue on it and apply it right to your eyelid, or it's just gonna slide all over the place.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it'll just slide all over the place and you'll ruin your whole makeup. So I tend to like blow on it or like do one of these to try to get it a little bit tacky. But yeah, lashes are fun. I just feel like they make the look so much like more dramatic.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm into like a whole natural face, but like dramatic eyelashes. I just think that's like the prettiest thing.
Yeah.
But like putting on eyelashes every day is a hassle.
Oh, I believe that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I can do it and no problem now, but it's just like the whole prepping for that. It can be a lot sometimes. So I've never applied lashes on anybody before, and And the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna have her look down and I'm gonna apply them that way. Or I might have her close her eye and apply them that way because it might just be the easiest. Because you obviously don't want to get glue in your eyeball.
No.
I've done it. I've gotten glue on my contact lens before and it was weird. I could feel the glue in my eye. So usually just give this about like 20 to 30 seconds and then you would go and apply it. So I'm gonna have you look down, like, but put your head up. So right now what I'm doing is I always put it on in the middle and then on the outer corner, and then I'll go into the inner corner. And then like I'll just kind of hold it there until it like sticks. The inner corner is always the hardest for me. Here, look up. So I'm gonna pinch your natural lashes with the real ones very lightly. If I pinch your skin, please tell me. Okay, so you can see the band a little bit. To clear that up, because I don't want to like pinch her skin near her eyelid, you can actually just take like a liquid eyeliner or a pencil eyeliner and you can just like tight line your waterline and that little separation will disappear. But it is super hard to like get them in the right place without like hurting yourself sometimes.
These lashes though.
But when you're putting lashes on yourself, it's a lot easier because you can figure out like if you're gonna hurt yourself, you know what I mean?
Right.
Versus like somebody else, you don't know if you're gonna hurt them or if they, you know, like are really sensitive in a certain area. We're going to apply the other lash. Again, it's gonna take about 20 to 30 seconds for the glue to get tacky. Do you like the look so far?
Yes. I love these lashes.
Coming off. It's really hard to get them to stay on the ends and not pop off, okay? Like it's really, really hard. It takes so much practice. I still have that problem where like a lot of times the inner corner is what pops off for me and I just let it like that throughout the whole day because I don't care. I'm sweating. It's so hot. Y'all, it's hot in front of these beauty lights.
Yo, we need a fan.
We do need a fan.
Do you remember that time we went to Jersey?
Yes.
And we wanted an actual fan for our hotel room.
And they don't sell them!
It was so hot in our hotel room. Like the AC was not working properly. And it was what? Like August, September?
Yeah.
It was so hot.
It was September. It was hot.
And we're like, well, let's just go to Walmart down the road and get like a box fan, whatever. We literally searched for 3 hours and they had like no box fans.
Jersey doesn't sell box fans. What's up with that? Like, what is up with that? Now I'm going to apply the second lash. It's like so hard doing this to somebody else.
I believe it.
Oh my god.
I have not seen myself with a full beat face for a long time.
Yeah, it's been months for you. Isn't that crazy? Don't you miss it?
I do a little bit. Then again, I wake up so early in the morning to go to work.
Right. Who got time for that?
Right.
Not us. Well, that lash looks a little better. There's still a little separation in between the real lash and the natural lash, but it looks good. And you know what? You can even add mascara to false lashes and make them longer and more dramatic. So now we're gonna set her face and we'll be done. We've been filming for over an hour. I know. We're gonna film another video after this. You guys, we're gonna be doing a face mask review, so get ready. I'm just gonna apply this Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray on her face. This mist, it's just like,
ooh,
luxurious.
I am luxuriating
Ooh,
today.
and this is matte. They make a dewy one as well, but I like it. Smells pretty good.
It does smell good.
I actually want to get one of the portable fans that like everybody has.
Yeah, right. I saw Nikki Tutorials has one.
Yeah, she does, and I really want to get one as well because y'all, waiting for your setting spray to finish is like hard work. It's a long time. Like you're waiting for a while. But what I like about that setting spray is it doesn't leave like blotches of water all over your face because the mist is so fine. Like you know when you have a blotch of setting spray and it like leaves an imprint on your skin, like on your makeup, that's annoying. All right guys, so we forgot about the lips. So we didn't get it on camera unfortunately, but she chose Anastasia Beverly Hills
Rio
in the color Rio, which is like a hot ass pink.
I love it.
So this is her final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I love her look. I'm sure there will be some pictures on Instagram. Like I said, I'll put her Instagram down below and you guys can go follow her. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, turn your post notifications on. If you don't subscribe, she's gonna come and find you.
I will.
Don't play with us.
Square up.
But we will see you in my next video. Don't forget to check out my social media links. They're down in the description bar. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. Bye.